What's up, everybody? Evan J. Thomas here with Sound Fury Magazine. I got the band Dead Asleep, and I got Dan Ryan on drums and Jasen Moreno on vocals. And they're joining me today. And gentlemen, you guys are in different areas. How you guys doing today?
Good. Trying to stay cool. We were just talking, it was 100 degrees. We're in a heat warning right now. It's pretty
It is
brutal.
straight swamp ass in Chicago, so that's what we're at. Jasen, what about you?
I'm fantastic. It's hot. It's great. I'm alive.
Good. So let's get going with this. So you have this new project, Dead Asleep. It's a new name, new band, kind of made up of musicians with a lot of history. We got, like I said, Jasen of Drowning Pool on vocals, Jameson Teed of Fire from the Gods on guitar, Pat Seals of Flyleaf on bass, and Dan, formerly of Crowbot. And how did this band come together? And when did you decide that this might actually be a project to actually put out an EP? Whoever wants to start, go.
I frequent this venue, Come and Take It Live in Austin a lot. It seems like every rock band that's not doing like the big arenas and things, they come through there. And actually Drew Walker of Fire from the Gods, he works the bar there, and I just walked up to him one day, and it's as simple as like, you're in high school and you ask your buddies, hey, do you want to start a band? And he literally said yes. And that's how this whole thing got started. He goes, hey, I know Jameson, let's get him in. And then I was asking around, do we know any singers? Do we know any singers? And it sat in limbo for a while until we got wind of Jasen. And as soon as we heard his voice on there, it was like, all right, this is the guy. Drew had to pop out. He had a kid, and he's Fire from the Gods is popping off right now. So he stepped down just because he wasn't sure he could stick to the time commitment. But since then, we've just been writing, and it's just been clicking, and just kind of one step at a time. The perseverance of just going, this is just kind of the next thing to do, led us to the point where all of a sudden we were like, all right, we got 5 songs. You want to release it? Cool, let's go. All right, here's how we're going to do it. Here's how we're going to do it. Just keep going, one foot in front of the other. And it's turned out really well. It's getting a lot of good feedback. And
it is.
Yeah, it's a nice, simple story. It's just like, let's write some music.
And not only that, but I mean banger songs, not like little fluff pieces either. It's just you fucking hit it and go. And just kind of seeing how you guys have progressed over the last month alone with this band. How was the writing session like? Were you guys all in the same room, or was it over social media, or was it just like Zoom, or how did you guys put this together in terms of writing?
I'd start with a riff. Some of these are some back catalog things that are incomplete, and then I'd take them to the guys. Jameson, he'd go, this is good, this, that, we kind of tweak a little things. I'd record it, get it sounding good enough, and then I'd send it off to Jasen and say, what do you think?
So you guys weren't in the same room. You were out and about.
Yeah, kind of like we had the Austin crew that was kind of doing the battery and all the music and stuff like that. And then we'd email it off up to Dallas. And that's when it really come alive. Because then you get the vocals and you got to start tweaking some of the instrumentation to make sure that everything makes sense. So yeah, it's kind of, what was that band? Postal Service? They kind of started that with the whole email thing back in the day. And I think that's how a lot of bands do it nowadays. So.
Yeah, well, especially if you're across country in different areas. And Jasen, when you kind of jumped in on this too, like how did your writing of the lyrics and everything kind of go and coincide with everything that they were doing?
Oh man, I've got to be honest. I haven't heard a word you guys have said this entire time.
I kind of figured.
I'm sorry, my phone is. Yeah, I'm having terrible audio issues.
Yeah, it's
sorry.
very choppy right now too. So I was gonna say, if you want to kind of just sit there and look pretty for the whole interview, you could. If you want to pipe in whenever you want, you could. So. Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna keep going.
I get like every other word you guys are saying. I'm sorry.
If you need to dip, I totally get it too. So if you want to try to come back in, that's up to you. Or Dan text
I think I'm gonna go inside, go to my office, and try to rejoin.
Okay.
Cool. Sounds like a
Dan
plan.
And I will keep going at this for a little bit then. Cool. Thanks, Jasen. That's always fun when technology fucks with you like that, isn't it?
No, we're live, man. That's when it
Oh,
always
yeah,
goes wrong.
live. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, I'm gonna remove him so he. There we go.
Sure.
Now we got me, you, and I, and obviously when he comes back, if he comes back, we'll have him join us. So as we were talking, like, how was his writing coming in on this? Like, how did that feel with the rest of the band as it progressed?
Well, what's really cool is he sort of locked in on some of the topics that I like to talk about in songs. I like a kind of a level of honesty, use it almost as a journal, is to talk about some of those things you want to talk about, some of that shadow self kind of exploratory work. And he just sort of naturally clicked into that. For the most part, it was really hands off. It was just kind of like maybe a little rhythmic tweak here or there because being the drummer, I'm like, I wanted to lock in here. But his vocals and what he talked about were amazing. Just talking about, especially with the band being called Dead Asleep, it's kind of those things that you need to express, you need to explore to become a better person. And we talk a lot about like cycles, and you kind of know what you're doing and you know the downfall that it's going to bring or the problems, and you do it anyway because it's your safe space, it's your routine. But it's also a way to say, I acknowledge this problem, maybe we can get better. So in a weird way, as heavy as it is, there's a lot of hope in this, and I hope it connects with fans in that way too. You get them bobbing their head, and then they take a listen, and all of a sudden they've got something to come back to that makes them go like, okay, give yourself a little grace. I'm not the only person going through whatever it is you're going through, and we're all in this thing together. Maybe for 20 minutes just listening to some music lets you escape, and that's really all we can ask for. But Jason just locking in like that, it was strange how easy it was of a fit. It just clicked, and when it clicks, it clicks. It's just one of those things. Playing in as many bands as I have over time, sometimes you really got to force fit something. If you do that for too long, it's just not the right fit. But Jason, it was just immediate.
So I saw something in your hand a bit ago. Is that a baseball?
It is. I'm a baseball player and I fidget. And Crowbot being,
And as I
there you
did
go.
that, I had to throw my Atlanta Braves hat on.
I saw you put it on. I was like, okay, something's going on here.
So I had. So explain to me why it's like. Is it just something to keep your hands, busy?
I fidget, being a drummer, I got a lot of energy. So this helps distract me a little bit. I'm over here working my curveball grip. I used to play all the way through high school. It's your fastball, your four seam, your circle change, the curveball. So I sit and I fidget with it. And it just helps me stay locked in.
See, when I played
Sports guy.
and I pitched, I was a fastball, barely a curve.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even play in high school. I didn't get that far. And then what I called a palm ball, because I just basically held it like that and just threw it, and that thing just freaking moved all over it.
It was like a knuckleball at that point.
Yeah, it was very weird. I did end up hitting a lot of people. This was back in the day where you could hit kids like 6 times in a game and not get kicked out.
Well, you're not throwing the ball hard enough at that age anyway.
To a point.
Really
yeah.
to a point.
I think we do have Jason back.
All right.
There he is.
Hey, welcome back, man.
Amateurs, man.
Beautiful man.
There he is.
So we kind of went off a little bit on talking some baseball while you were kind of figuring things out. So that was a fun little
detour
jaunt that I'm used to with the music stuff that we're doing. All right, so let's get back to discussing like doing this. So when you guys sat down and wrote the songs, was there a mission that you guys were looking at for this EP, or was it just like you hit one single and was like, fuck, that's awesome, let's do at least a couple more?
I think it's more the latter. Maybe the first was like a try by, a little tiny, let's see how this is going to go. Mm-hmm. And the initial result was immediately pretty rad. So we just went song by song and ended up with a pretty good set of batch of songs. It's pretty organic, very easy. Just kind of fell into place naturally, and I think we were lucky in that sense.
So when you look at the music industry as it is now, you guys have both been in the industry with different bands for several years. You've been there through, the beginning of digital kind of making that happen. When you see how music is progressing, where do you see it going? Do you see it going back to the physical copies and like media, like I have here with magazines and vinyl? Because apparently CDs are coming back too, even heavier than they once were. So, where do you kind of see the progression of people collecting their music? Anyone?
I think it's going to push back towards physical. I think people are starting to fully understand that just because you stream something doesn't mean you own it. It means you have access to it. Sony just pulled, making discs from PlayStations, and people are all up in arms.
Oh
And
yeah,
you want to have something, 20 years down the road, you want to pull out a vinyl, you want to take a look at the artwork, you want to actually feel the physical media. You take a little more ownership in it, and you appreciate the art more. I mean, cassettes, like you said, CDs are coming back. Cassettes were a hot commodity for a second. Vinyl's not going anywhere. I think people want physical media. I think that is where it's going to go. I wouldn't be surprised if people keep streaming to discover music, but then when they really like a band, they're gonna dive in.
Jason, what do you think about it?
That sounds like a good plan. Obviously streaming is so convenient; it's not going to go anywhere. But I can get behind Dan. What Dan's saying is people conveniently discover bands, and then the bands that they really click with and are passionate about, he's right. They're going to want, just to dive fully in, and I think that's where that.
So I brought something up on social media last week. I want to see what you guys think. If you remember the early days of right before digital, where you got iTunes and you got a song for 20 seconds. That was all it gave you. And then you bought it there. But you purchased it instead of, just kind of getting it for free. What if you were to do that, but then offer the physical copies first before releasing the digital later? You think that would be a smart idea?
Yes, I do.
I mean, flat out from an income standpoint, absolutely. Because with streaming, you kind of have to give it away for free at first.
Yeah.
It's a pretty heavy price tag for the band to say, "Come check us out." So if you can establish a sound, get an EP out there, and hopefully people understand, this band puts out nothing but bangers or something like that, or, then they're gonna want to, without knowing what's coming next, they'll pick something up, they'll buy it.
And the way I kind of look at it too, I mean, it does always take time to build a band from scratch. So it does take time for that. But then there are times where it's just all of a sudden you get a hit right away and then it just keeps moving. How do you think we need to get people to listen to new music? Because a lot of people are like stuck in their ways, only listen to certain things, and especially if your music's not on regular radio, they're not going to hear it. How else do we put it in their hands without literally just putting it in their hand?
I think you have to create some sort of event. I think you have to click with the individual even more so. It used to be where you kind of tailored an event with like the record company or a concert or something like that. And there were less outlets to go to, we're talking even in the 90s or early 2000s before Napster and all that stuff. At that time, a lot of people went to the same outlets, and all of a sudden you had this collective group of people all coming in on this one thing, and all of a sudden off you go. Now it's tailored to the individual. We can thank Netflix for that one, and Spotify to a degree, for opening up the world to anything and everything, but also very catered to the individual. So when you've got that much coming at you, you don't connect with other people. You got to have that human connection. It's still about experiencing that emotion and then being a human with that emotion out in the world. So I think you need to make an event. You got to have a concert. Maybe you have some sort of, if you could show off the artwork, that's not online, but like, at the concert, so people can appreciate it and you can talk about it. What does it mean to you? What does it mean to me? I think at that point, then you can actually get people to dive in and get it to them on just a deeper level, where it's not just the individual experience, because there's just too much bandwidth coming at you.
And that kind of coincides with the physical media then too,
Mm-hmm.
because then it makes it more personable. You're at a show and then boom, you buy a CD, you buy something, maybe you get an autograph on it. You see a poster for $10 that was the album cover or CD cover, whatever, boom, you buy that. So it's like it kind of all coincides with each other. And then people have collectibles too, because I'm missing collectibles, even though I have a ton of shit around here that I really don't need. I love having them. You got all my photo passes, all my ticket stubs. But
Mhm.
it's like, man, once those are gone, you don't have those memories to kind of sit there. So bringing that personality back into talking with people on getting to listen to music is kind of a special thing.
Mhm.
Hey, I'm done talking. I talk too much. But so are you guys gonna? Do you guys have plans on playing a show together?
That's tough. We got a lot of guys that are touring. I mean, Flyleaf toured. I think it sold out before they even played a note.
Yeah, you got
Um,
Flyleaf, you got Fire for the Gods.
they've got some. I don't know what I can say. So, but they've got some really cool stuff on tap. So we're just working through schedules, and whenever we can get in there and start doing some shows around Texas regional, heading up your way towards Ohio, we'll do what we can. But for right now, the name of the game is just getting the word out there. Hey, we're a new band. We got some riffs. Hope you enjoy.
So when you look at the hard rock scene now, how do you approach Dead Asleep compared to like other bands and projects that you guys were in? Like, is there a totally different mindset going into this? Jason,
Jason, got any thoughts before I dive in?
No, you go ahead. You're on a roll, man. I'm just enjoying it.
Sure thing.
he's just posing. He's doing
Yeah.
his George
You
Costanza
need a
pose right now.
fireplace. Could you do a virtual fireplace in the background? A little
I
bear
was
rug.
waiting for you guys to notice, man.
Doing his George Costanza on the bed.
Yeah.
Dan, go ahead.
Go ahead, Dan.
Man, I've got that Crowbot mindset of just turn it up and let it fly. Be what it is, let it let your inner personality out. I like to headbang, let the hair down, and just tap into a hit way harder than I should, tap into a little primal thing, and then come back to center. Just do your thing on stage, do it real loud, and make it a very human experience, as human as you can. Um, every band uses backing tracks and whatnot nowadays. Hopefully, we can just get up there and just go, all right, you guys ready? We'll count it off and it'll be as raw and real as possible. So you want that human connection thing we're talking about,
Yes.
earlier. We don't want to be on rails too much. It's not a Broadway show, it's a rock show. So give me the sweat, give me the blood, show me something real, show me something raw, make a mistake. Who cares? Own it, and then do a stage dive or something. It's pretty awesome.
There you go. Well, make sure you have enough room between the photo pit and the stage to make that stage dive, because you don't want to miss, because that shit hurts. Not that I
That's
would
the
know.
last thing.
And you brought up putting your hair down. Why do you have to bring that up, man? I mean, come on.
I didn't mean nothing by
I
it, man.
know you
I'm
didn't.
sorry. It's the only time I'd let my hair down is when I talk about this. But other than that, it is as high and tight as possible.
You just had to throw that out there, didn't you? I should have kept the hat on, right?
Like the beard looks so good though, man.
Uh,
I need to color it up again. So you remember last time I saw you it was like black, so it was good.
I don't know, man. You're wearing it well, no matter how you wear it.
The gray does look good, but this little poochy thing is, I don't know what the hell's going on with that right now. It's got, it's like when women dye their hair and then they have the roots growing out. That's what I have right now with this.
I see.
So
Well,
my roots are growing out. So
looks nice.
looking at what you guys have done for your careers and kind of seeing where Dead Asleep is going to go, do you guys have plans for the future of the band? Like, where do you see yourself in a year or 5 years with this project? Figured Dan would know best on this one.
Right now, the name of the game is just getting the word out there, who we are. But I'm also knocking down some of those barriers, that fear of being an independent artist and putting music out there. And how do you do it? What do you do? This, that. This has been a really good trial run in a weird way. So we have a lot of music. There's a big back catalog that we can tap into at any point and just start tweaking stuff. And if we get a song that we like, we can just put it out there.
Yeah.
So I want to just try to keep it fun. The whole reason we started playing music in the first place was just like, hey, I got an idea. This sounds cool. Let's go show our friends. Let's write some riffs, man. So for short term, it's just keep putting out music as long as it keeps coming to us. It's fun. It's easy. It's a good time. Play some shows and see what people think. Right now, the feedback has been very positive from the small group of people that has heard it so far. So with that encouragement, we'll just kind of keep going and let it sort of reveal itself to us. You know,
I
5 years
think
down the road, we'll see what happens.
I think we need to push that small group of people to a bigger group of people.
Yeah.
So that's obviously my goal and what I'm doing with you
Mhm.
and too. And what I'm seeing so far with just what you have musically is awesome. Because I mean, day one when you brought this to Brandon and I to talk about, I was like, holy shit, when I first heard Victimless, I'm like, Jesus Christ, this song's fucking killer, but nobody's heard of it yet. So it's like it's kind of crazy how it is growing though on social media too, which I've noticed. So
Oh shit, is it nice?
It's
yeah,
got some good organic growth. Yeah.
it's getting the organic growth exactly, and that's
Mhm.
kind of what you want as a band to kind of go forward. Now I'm going to kind of transition just really quickly. Read an article yesterday that the drummer of Slipknot is starting a new band that's kind of AI, and just want to know your thoughts on that shit because he is like all in on it, and obviously like the industry and the artist industry is so many people are against it. So I want to get your thoughts on the fact that, AI and music.
This is Clown's
Correct.
project. Yeah.
Yeah, I just read it yesterday that he's starting this new project. I was like, whoa. And he's like, I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna do it. He's like,
I
he's
kind
gonna embrace it.
I respect that. The fact that he's
I
just kind
respect
of
it
like,
too.
I don't give a shit. Yeah, it's AI. Check it out.
And
I mean,
he knows he's gonna get shit for it, but he's like,
mhm.
I don't care.
I mean, that seems like Slipknot's MO. They just do whatever the hell they want anyway. Um, I'm curious to see. I haven't heard anything. I'm curious to see what the art looks like, the videos, to see what it sounds like. He's always been really experimental. Especially with what came out, was it Look Outside Your Window? That was totally not Slipknot when they were doing I think it was All Hope Is Gone. They were doing that, they were recording that at the same time. So I'm not surprised he's coming up with something that is just like out of left field and doesn't make sense compared to everything else that he's presented. So I'm curious, just as the middle finger to you know the record labels and execs and stuff like that.
Exactly. That I know of, it's not the music so far. It's just the video.
Mhm.
The video for what he's doing is all AI based, which we see that all over commercials now and like everything.
Mhm.
And obviously it saves on production. And we're already using AI basically to edit videos anyway, so we're already there.
Resistance is futile, huh?
Yeah, you're really good at that one because I'm with you on that. So if you hold back with the growth of what we see, you're only going to be held back. So it's like you either have to kind of adapt with it. You don't have to use it for everything, but obviously if you don't, 10 years from now, you might be way fucking behind.
I mean, yeah, it's obviously a thing, and it's not going anywhere, right? And whether it's used as a tool or whatever, I think 5 years, 10 years, 2 years, whatever, it's only gonna, because now, organic music, they're gonna compete with AI music, and it's just gonna up everything. And I think really good things will come from both sides of it, whether you use it and you're a 100% supporter guy, or whether you oppose it and you're gonna fight it with all you can. I think awesome songs and art are gonna happen. I think.
As long as everybody doesn't use the same fucking Chat GPT font on every flyer, get rid of that and at least do your own Canva for like $10 a month. Jesus.
Mhm.
I mean, or you could use it as a tool, right? Get a loose
Exactly.
outline, take it to an artist, and have him, spin
Come
it up.
up with an idea, a little drawing, but it's not a drawing, and then kind of utilize it off that. So, you know,
Yeah,
most
I've gotten demos from friends who can't really sing, but they want a real singer, but they've written vocals. So I've already been working with people who use it as a tool, and I'm not threatened by it. I find it a challenge to try to match it and have, you know, perfect pitch from one take and all that, because AI is such a good singer and all that. But, yeah.
and you do know that, you know, AI will never overtake the live show experience anyway. So
Exactly. I think there's room for everything. I mean, if you want to spend your money on that, more power to you. But I don't think musicians are ever going to lose their jobs to AI musicians. I don't think.
Dan, I think you're in agreement with that then.
Absolutely.
So you have the new. Go ahead.
Use it as a tool. Use it as a launching point. Like, you know, maybe you hear something you like and you go, oh, wait, that spurred something, and off you go. Now you've got an original idea. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know, you can use a screwdriver, or you can use a drill. It kind of get the same thing happens. So it's whatever works.
You can use After Effects to edit video. You can use AI to edit video. It's all doing the same type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all right there. So make sure you guys check out Dead Asleep's brand new self-titled EP, Dead Asleep. It's out now, available on all streaming platforms. Is it available on physical?
Not yet. Not yet. Once everything's ready to go, we just get the money in, and then get it out there.
I hear you. And then obviously you can follow the band all over social media. Dead, is it the /asleep on most everything except TikTok?
Mm-hmm.
I think
Dead Asleep music. You can find it everywhere. Yep.
Perfect.
Dead Asleep.
Anything else you guys want to promote before we go?
No, that's we got the EP out. That's what we're pushing.
There it is. Well, not that. That's my magazine. But
there's the boys.
You guys will be featured in the next issue coming out in September.
Nice.
So I will make sure that you guys, I know somebody who can get you in it. Just letting you know. So I will make sure that happens. And then obviously can't wait to see you somewhere on the road, whether it's with another project or with this band. But hopefully it is this band at some point. But Jasen, Dan, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
Until next time, rock on.